me out, but I'm still holding the throne.
Oh, shit. Hello, everybody. Harvey Talks Prison here. Today I'm going to be talking about. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Go away. Anyway. Anyway. Let's get on with this. Today I'm going to be talking about conversation me and Kevin had, and we was talking about doing time and how you just get sick and tired of it. The same old thing every day. And I remember because we was talking about one of the parole hearings I had, and when I got my answer back, of course it was on this one it was denial, and he when I got the denial, the piece of paper saying denial, he goes, man, I'm just so sick of this. And he goes, I'm sick of everybody who's trying to do good getting setbacks. Those who are doing bad, always getting in trouble, they always seem to be the ones to get a date. And it does seem that way. It doesn't mean it's necessarily true, but it does seem that way. But when you're in prison, you have to, there's a lot of pressure. For those who have people who are incarcerated, know this. There is a lot of stress that comes with it. Unless there might be some people that just enjoy being in prison, but I don't think there's too many of them. I know I didn't. I know a lot of people I did time with them, but there's just a lot of stress. You got to deal with people on the yard. You got to deal with the guards. Some of them are asshole guards. You got to deal with, all these just different rules, and sometimes they change the rules on you. You got to deal with your family if you're in contact with people in the free world, because they're going through a lot of stuff too. My mom used to tell me all the time, I'm doing time with you. And I never understood that for a long time. Because, I'm thinking, how are you doing time with me? I'm the one that's in here. But I finally understood what she meant by that. And so, it was hard on her. I seen her age 10 years in 1 year's time when I first got arrested, But it's just, some people, they can't take it. They really can't. They snap, or they just go crazy, I know a guy that was doing good in the prison when we was at MSP, Missouri State Penitentiary, until we got to Farmington. When we got to Farmington, that was his hometown. And he'd go out and get as close to the fence as he could and just stare outside the fence. Sat there every day. Anytime he was on the yard, just sat there looking over the fence. That was his area. That's where he grew up, and he lost it. And it didn't happen until he got moved to Farmington, his hometown, And I've seen other people there used to be a guy who used to come into chow hall all the time, and at first I thought he was just doing this on purpose, but I found out later that he was messed up in the head. He wouldn't set a table or anything. He'd just sit on the floor. Sit on the floor and start eating, This was at Missouri State Penitentiary, and you would think that the guards would say, hey, find a seat. But they never bothered me. They never said anything to him about it, They knew that he was mentally off, And it could happen to anybody, I've seen the strongest minded people break. You know, seen one break after a guard kept harassing him over and over and over and over and over and over. He just couldn't take it no more. And he snapped and assaulted that officer. And went to the hole, and he was never the same after that. He went to the hole for a long time, though. So, you have to be strong, have a strong mind when you go to prison to even deal with that. So those who go there that are like weak-minded, I can't see them having any chance, you know. But at the same time, you'll be surprised. I hear a lot of people say, I would never make it in prison. And they ain't talking about because they're afraid something happened to them. They're talking about mentally. And you just don't understand how strong the mind is, really. How much resilience that somebody can have, you know. And one time somebody was asked me, how did you do 29 years? Well, I had no choice. What? Excuse me. I had to do it. So I just wanted to do this little video to, because this conversation with Kevin brought it up, and so I figured I'd talk to you guys about it. And we talked for like 15, 20 minutes about it. But we talk about it all the time. Often when he calls, we get to talking about that. And he goes back up for parole in a year and a half. And he said he's not thinking about, oh, I just got a denial, because he did back in September. He said, I'm looking forward to the next one already. He goes, that's the only way I'm going to stay sane. But sometimes he gets depressed, you know, and he'll say, they're never going to let me out. Other times he has hope of them letting him out. So anyway, I hope you guys like this, and I hope you guys get something from it, and see you next time. Bye.